make me feel. Oh, you make me feel. Yeah, you make me feel. It's not impossible. 'Cause you make me feel. 'Cause you make me feel. It's not impossible. Are you listening? I'm surrounded, just following an empty sound. Are you listening? Another time, another place that surrounds me, and I know that I've been here before. I wanna change, but I'm lonely.
Hello, hello. Let me refix everything here. Oh my gosh, rough start. Imagine that. When you don't stream that often, stuff starts getting altered and changed, and then you forget your routine. So it's like I had to restart the stream like 3 times to get it right, forgetting thumbnails and everything else. How you doing, Chris? How you doing? How you doing? I need to... Woo! Yes. Well, at least that's still working. That is awesome, awesome news. But yeah, so I'm basically all I'm doing is there's some images I got to make for Dragonspire so my game doesn't crash. So I'm going to do that and then probably move on to doing the next part of the scene. We'll see how things go. But I think I only have to do a couple of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. Images, and then I can start working on the next part of the scene. So let me go ahead and hopefully this is on the other screen. Good, it's on the safe screen. What's that? Okay, cool. Let's get into it now. Boom! Got my tasty delight here. The scene that I'm loaded into right now is actually just fine. The problem is when I rendered it out, there's no background over here. So that's an easy fix. We just give it a background. So let's do, I don't know what I got for HDRs, but I'm just gonna throw one in here. I guess it could just be something like this, honestly. Let's see how that looks, because it doesn't even have to be really a background as in showing anything. It just, I don't want it to be black and gray and stuff like that. So that's the whole reason. Whoop. Glad you're doing well, my buddy. Yeah, I've been seeing you go live and stuff, and I popped in from time to time, but I'm just like, man, I got so much crap I've been trying to knock out a lot of 3D stuff. I honestly work from the time I get up to the time I go to bed. My break time is basically when I go out to smoke a cigarette, which is like every 5 minutes. So I guess technically I'm on break all day, but anyways, that's besides the point. Okay, so this looks better. At least it doesn't have that gray background like it was. I don't care that it's not seen all too well. That's fine. So yeah, there we go. Bam. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Hit that save button. And I'm going to add that to my render queue. Bam. There we go. Now that one is in the queue to whatever. But there is some good news, Chris. I am so happy to inform you and to tell you that finally, that Daz major sale is finally coming to an end after a month and a half. So Sage can stop losing money, okay? They are literally draining me dry with those sales. I don't think I'm gonna have to buy any assets for like 35 years. I can't even tell you the number of items that I bought. I know there's a one occasion I ended up getting like freaking 20 items, and then like today I ended up getting like 6 or 7 more. Wish list completely gone except for 6 items that were still on the new thing. So there is that. I can go into save mode now after tomorrow to see what else that they if it's the same stuff as today, I won't be purchasing anything tomorrow. But if some of the new stuff does end up going on sale, I might snag one of those. Anyways, let's load up our next scene. Okay, so where's my eraser? I got so much crap here. Here. That's done. So I need to make punch images, because if you don't have a weapon equipped, it's going to be a different image of the MC, just like, I don't know, doing some fisticuffs. But I need to see if I even have, see, I kept all these. Awesome. See, this is why sometimes I think I'm intelligent, because you know what? Maybe at some point I might have to go back to them. So here's me being smart. MC staff attack, wand attack. Did I keep some of them? One-handed attacks, two-handed attacks. This'll work. So I'll just go and bring in MC staff attack, and I'll open that. So there is this loading up. The only bad thing is, and there's not really a good way to do it, is equipping items, as in, let's say I got 1 dagger versus 2 daggers. I can't do that. So even if you have 1 dagger, the image that's going to pop up is one with 2. If that makes sense. Because then I can't keep up. I really can't. At least I don't think there's a way. I know my coding buddy, my brother in this project, I think he did set it to where if you have 1 dagger equipped, it automatically goes into slot 1 and then in slot 2. So I guess technically I might be able to pull that off with just a 1 dagger attack, but there's no way of discerning if the character has 1 dagger or 2 daggers in the way that we have these images getting pulled up. I don't think. Could be wrong. I tend to be wrong when it comes to coding quite a bit, actually, but we're gonna go ahead and we're not gonna need this. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And you know what? He already looks like he is punching. So maybe what I'll do, let me hide this real quick. I can just get an image of him throwing a punch, and that will be sufficient. Like this. I think this will do. I didn't even have to do anything. Dude, that's so awesome. I do need to bring the image down so that his full fist. I might have to back up a little bit. Bam! There we go. I think this will work. Let's also get him to where he's actually looking at us. So look at camera. And get his eyes at least looking towards us. Even though he doesn't have to have a facial expression, which is grand. That's great. Okay, cool. Let's take out this camera. We won't need that camera. And then add the new camera in. I wonder if I should make the focus the hand and kind of blur the face out. I think that is what we'll do. So we'll give it a pretty high DOF though, so that it you can still make out the face. So let's see, do dot, not focus on eyes. Beware, you're in for a scare. Yes, I know. DOF, and then we're gonna jack it up. And let's see what we have before I say, oh yeah, this is good, and throw it in the render queue and it ends up being trash. I forget what I need for it to be named too. I think it's like, I'll have to look. Okay, I don't like this lighting whatsoever. So we are definitely changing the lighting on this one. We need a lot more power here. I'm just gonna throw another one right over here, and then we'll take a look, and then I'll just start jacking these 2 ghost lights up. Hey Ed, how you doing, man? You doing good? Auto playback failed. Click this button to unmute. What? What is going on? Is everything sounding okay? Now this is looking a little bit better. I can get behind this. All right. Boop, 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 boop. Go. Gotta duck around my mic here. feel like I'm boxing sometimes with how much my head goes back and forth. You sound good? All right, cool. Just making sure. Because this stuff can get, oh, is that 500 lumens? Let's try like 700. You know how this streaming stuff can be. Always something going on. Like I said, it took me forever to get started. I had to restart my stuff like 3 times. Still waiting on my house. By the way, yep, still waiting, sadly. Okay, this is looking a little bit better. The only problem I have with it is the very front of the hand, it being dark. It just looks completely out of place. It looks good, just out of place. Let's see if I can't try and clip it a little bit. And hopefully it's still at least partially lit over here. Okay, this is better. This is better. Okay, we're good. Now I need to figure out what it needs to be named. So let's open up the project. I got it off to the side right now. There we go. There's that. Now I think it's combat images. Then it's shoot, what is it? Basic attack. Okay, cool. And then MC basic attack. Combat class. Yeah, this is why it's kind of hard to go through all these images and stuff. Everything is so precise. Okay, so we got MC, Mage, Punch, Combat class is what needs to be named. So all I'm going to do is do rename, copy, and then I am going to do File, Save As, Scene. I don't know where to put this, honestly. Actually, you know what? I do know where to put it. I need to put it with the spells right here with, like, the other ones, because that's the smart thing to do. We're going to paste this, and all we're going to do is change this to, I don't know if it's lowercase or uppercase, so, but punch. And then save. I'm sure when I test it and the error's out, I'm like, oh, God. Like, I get so many errors because of a capitalization or something like that. It's cray-cray. It's so cray-cray. All right, so this is saving now. And then I'll add it to the queue, and we'll move on to the other two. I got to do the Rogue, and then also the Warrior. Yeah, that side project's actually getting pretty big. The last time I checked, I think it's up to like 700 megs already, which is going to be like the biggest 0.1 release of like all times. Especially since I'm just pecking away at it a little at a time, and I'm not even going to release it until after Solara is done. I think it's going to be like 563 gigs by the end of it. It's like, oh, by the way, this is just a 0.1 game. It's like, what? It's larger than my whole hard drive. Yeah, life sucks, don't it? All right, there we go. It is now saved. Gonna throw that into the render queue. Awesome. This is probably gonna crash, so I need to make sure this is up. Okay, cool. That is up. Bring that. And then we're going to open the two-handed attack. Open. This is gonna crash. Bam. Knew it. Because I'm so smart. I know my programs. It's actually, I know my assets. Because it's an asset that causes that. But I'm not giving up that asset. Alright, now we'll open it up. Spells finished. Two-handed. Boom. Now it's just sitting here loading. Some of those images came out really nice for the Book of Secrets. However, They're not done. I've only photoshopped them. I've not done Lightroom. But they came out very nicely. Close that. Close that. Woo! That is dark. Alright, let's do that so I can actually see. And then we will do like a punching animation, I guess. Let's go ahead and take out the camera. Not gonna need the sword, so the sword can go bye-bye because this is for punching. There's that. Oh, wrong one. Try again there, Junior. There we go. File punch, hopefully, maybe. All files. I got an animation. That's G8. I can't use G8. Seems like it's way too high up. I mean, I guess I could... Well, it's a scene, too. Why is it a scene? It should not be a scene. Let me see what else I can find. I'm sure there's something I can find. Let's see about fight. Should have something in here. Fight animation. There we go. Oh, these are effects. Interesting. Pretty sure it looked really weird if the MC is doing these types of fights, so I don't think that one's gonna work. I might be able to get away with this one on the blue side, not the roundhouse kick one. There we go. Let's try this one. Oh yeah, that's good. I'll just have to bring the arm down because it seems like a little bit high to be punching, unless you're trying to hit the sun or something. It's like, ah, burnt my hand in the process. What? How'd you do that? Sun's hot. What can I say? It's like I punched a big boiling rock of stuff. Alright, cool. That's decent. Now we can just grab his happy ass and drag him over here. Boom. Oh my lord, I just flipped upside down. Daz is scaring me. Definitely trying to get me dizzy. Okay, let's try and get a good shot on this one as well. I think that'll be fine. He needs to be looking towards whatever he's punching at. Bend your head back. Oh, I got this lovely little cat too, by the way. This cat is so tiny. I'm talking about like it sits in my hand. That's how small it is. I forgot to mention that. Been busy with that little shit too. Alright, so I think this image will be just fine. So let's go ahead and delete the old camera. Create the new camera. We'll do the same. We will focus on the hand and then have a high DOF. And then we'll just tweak this lighting. The good thing is most of the stuff's already pre-done because I already did this stuff before. So I can just load in another scene like I'm doing now and knock these things out. Dear Lord, I'm so busy. Okay, this actually looks pretty freaking good. Even though the background's like really dark. It looks so nice. I'm gonna go with it. And this is going to be the same as this. The only difference is we're changing this name. Because this is for the warrior. Oh, I joined that Discord you sent me to, Chris. I just, I pretty much joined it, and that was it for now, though. Oh, that's a pretty cool little thing. Nice. Looking in the... Nice. That's a cool little gown you got going there. Nice, nice. I've seen you had a couple items pop up on the Daz store too, Chris. Seems like they're trying to do some catch-up work, honestly. So many people are uploading a bunch of products to Daz. All right, so it's now done saving. All right, so it's going to end up crashing again when I do this. See, dagger attack. Because, like I said, I know my programs. Normally, this doesn't really affect anything because I can delete the camera and then just make a continuous scene. I don't ever get bugged out like this. But when I gotta load scenes, it does. And I forgot to add that in there too. I need to add that to my render queue. So this is the dagger attack. So we'll go ahead and load that up. And hopefully I'll start streaming on me working on Solara again soon. I'm working on this last not safe for work scene. And then I'll be working on a free roam scene. So hopefully soon there'll be more Solara dev work. Da, 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 da. These things go down like water, which is terrible. All right. Go ahead and do that. Don't need the daggers, so let's go ahead and hide that dagger and this dagger, which looks more like swords to me, but that's neither here nor there. What is the difference between a dagger and a sword? Only the length. That's what she said. All right, so let's go ahead and get that same punching animation. So I think I found it through typing fight, right? Round one. Hoi. Horror streams. How are you doing, buddy? Hey, hey, hey. Where is it? Left jab or some shenanigans? Ooh, man, that was a bad burp. Okay, cool. Was it a burp or was it indigestion? The world may never know. Whoa! Bam! What is the difference between a sword and a dagger? Apparently the bot does not know because it is nothing but a dumb bot. Giggity. Replace the B with a T. Oh, I am so immature, but that's okay. I never claim. There we go. That's going to be a good shot. Let's go ahead and get rid of the old camera. Just as previous, like before. Almost done. This is the last one I got to do with the MCs anyways. Gonna turn his face and bend his head. That sounded wrong on a few different levels. Brombot is broken. Maybe he's just dumb. Maybe Rumbot doesn't know. Rumbot 1 + 2. Yep. Silence. He is completely silenced. New camera. Okay. Jump in that B. Select the fist. Like that. Uncheck that. Select that. DOF. Jack that crap up. Oh, no. You gotta be quicker than that. Oh. It's like bugging on me. Well, I think I had it at like 12, right? Alright, take a quick look. It might be okay how it is. If it is, then yay, I guess. If not, then I'll just punch it and I'll be okay. Yeah, that'll work. He's a little blurry, though. A little too blurry for my likings. Let's go to the 13. Okay, that's not too bad. Let me do one last little... yeah. Why is this camera there? What is camera 1? Okay. Camera 1, goodbye. You are the weakest link. Alright, so click on that. And then let's change... Oop, boop, 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 boop. The distance? There's no way this thing is at 12. Or 13. I mean, I guess it is kind of close. Let's set it right around there and see if there's any shenanigans going on. Looks about the same, to be fair. At this rate, maybe I just won't even use a DOF for this one. The other one didn't look that bad. This one, on the other hand. Okay, that's better. That's better. File, save as, scene. And it is going to be... Rogue. Save. Boop. There we go. Now I gotta wait for it to save, which takes freaking forever. And then that'll clear up yet another thing. Then I just got to get a basic attack for Cat. Yep, that's her name. Merry Saturday to everyone, by the way. You've made it through the week. Enjoy today because tomorrow's pre-Monday, which is never good, and then the week begins. This is your one good solid day. This is the day you do not work and don't got to worry about working tomorrow either. It's the only day that does that. So Saturdays is the best day. And that's not up for debate, by the way. Not up for debate. If you work Saturdays, sorry, dude. Still not up for debate. Saturday's the best day. All right, so this is done. Awesome. Let's go ahead and add it to render queue. And then I also need to add... oh, no. It's right here. Warrior Punch as well. Bam. Fully. Yes. Save. All right, we're about to crash again naturally. See, that's Elsa. So where is Cat? Okay, here we go. I already have it? Hold on. Why not to do it? Basic attacks, enemy basic attacks, combats. I do. I already have it. So I just gotta change the name of it then. All right, cool. So we don't gotta do that. We can just load into the next stuff, I guess. Put this over here. Shoot. Where are you at? There you are. Alright. Okay. So I'm going to be in the castle's office this time. Okay. And I think I did save. I did not save. I need to load up one of these scenes and then save the MC with that book because I'm not seeing it. Nope, I'm not seeing it. Alright, so I gotta load in this. This is gonna crash. I thought I saved this, but I guess I did not. So I need to have a subset for the MC in this book. Or you can become an unemployed bum and never worry about work. Correct, you can. And the government will actually pay you to do that too, so just throwing that bit of information out there. So you can afford your drugs still, which is great. That's good. Everyone needs drugs. Alright, so let's load this thing in once again. Hopefully there won't be too much crashing once I got this stuff set up. It'll be all swell and awesome cheese and stuff. Ugh. That's good. Knocked out quite a bit of errors and bugs just getting those images. Now, granted, I still got a ton of other bugs and stuff dealing with the game, but I can't exactly do that on stream now, can I? So now I got to keep messing with that. I'm also, I don't know, I got this obsession right now of getting a stinger. And I've been fumbling and debating on getting Inventio just so that I can get a stinger and then cancel Inventio. But I'm just, I want to work on that stinger for some reason. I have no idea why. Because I feel like the startup for Dragonspire is not up to par to what I want it to be. And I'm not smart enough in After Effects to make the stingers that I could just get off of Invento. Let me show you an example. Maybe. Is it this one? Alright, so I was thinking about something like this. So this is basically all this images and stuff would be replaced. But I was thinking about doing that with the Dragonspire images and rolling with it that way. You know what I'm saying? So that's one way. One of the ones that I was thinking about. Let me find another one. This was the other one. Now, I don't know if it comes with how it looks. If it looks gray and dark and dreadful like that and color-wise, then nah. I won't use this one. But if it's just the shapes and that kind of stuff, yeah, I'll jump on board real quick. Hey, what's going on, Syntho State? How you been, man? You about to start up too? That's all good, dude. Yeah, I've just been so busy. I haven't been able to catch anybody on. I actually have not been watching anything. Like anything like of what I normally watch anyways. Background noise, sure, I threw on some background noise, but I haven't been able to watch anything in like 2 weeks. But anyways, that's what I'm thinking about doing. I'll move that out the way. what am I doing again? Yeah, right. So we got to get and save this character as a screen subset, and the whole reason I want to save him as a screen subset is so that that book is with him, and I don't got to fiddle and fight and do any fuckery with it, right? It's already there. So let's go ahead and click on the character, which I think the book is already with him. Yes, it is, because we're not using that book. So file, save as a screen subset, way over here, book of secrets, character transfer. There we go. I can read it because it's in all caps, so it's screaming at me. So I know it's good. All right. Bring this over, and I only want the character, so blah, 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 blah. Don't want you, nor you, nor you, nor you, nor you. You're all useless to me. Just give me the character. Okay, thanks, bye. Cool. So now I get to load in, a scene, and it should not crash this time. Area, and then we need to go to the headmistress office, and I'm thinking it, I guess it doesn't. I gotta think here. I gotta bring up my schedule. Fuck. I have a schedule for every character in the game. And unfortunately, I can't remember all of it all the time. So I gotta click on it in my word salad of planning here. All right, so we need to find. This is what I'm looking at right now. This is my schedule that I got going on right now. My makeshift schedule, by the way, and you can see all the pre-planning I have done. There's just so much, which is boring. This shit right here is boring. This is the worst of the worst of the worst when it comes to game development. Why? Because my vocabulary is that of a fucking 3-year-old. That's first off. Second, planning something is not the same as reading and writing it, right? Because you got to start from like, oh, let me start with the ending. And it's like, okay, cool. Yeah, I got to start with the ending just so that the beginning is better. Just because apparently you can't just start at point A and move to point B. You got to kind of do like, you got here, let me try it. So you got this, you got this square right here, right? And this is the end right here. This is the beginning. So you kind of move this way a little bit, get that all planned. Then you take this and move it a little bit like this. And you move it. But you want to work at the back end more than you work at the front end. Anyways, that could be taken out of context. Anyways, okay, who, the school teacher. Right here. Okay, so 8 to 12, 8 to 8. So it could be in the afternoon. I might make it afternoon. Just to make the... Oh, no, I can't do afternoon because that's the whole point of the thing is to do it during school hours so that she has free time. All right, maybe noonish. So like somewhere between noon to 4, I think would be a good window for this scene. Yeah, that's going to work. So let's go ahead and get rid of that, and we'll just go with noon. And it doesn't matter which one I pick. I'll just do the desk just so that I know the character's loaded in and no crazy stuff's going on. God forbid YouTube seeing a nip or something. Well, that's loaded in. I'm going to get a refill. Do y'all want to see the little baby? I'm going to get the little baby. I'll show off the little baby. Ooh, it's bright, ain't it? This is little baby. As you can tell, she fits in my hand. I think I woke her up, though. And anytime you wake her up, she instantly goes and gets food. The cat, that cat is a fighter. That's all I can say. That cat is a major fighter. So I'm sitting here, I'm at work, and my boss is like doing something. I'm already about ready to clock out or whatever. We're about 15 minutes out, right? And he's like, get this fucking cat away from me. I can't stand no cats. And it's like this little midget, right, that you just seen, right? And it's like, just following him around. I'm like, oh, man. So I walk over there to the cat, and the cat's just like following me now. So I take a picture of it, send it to the wife. Wife's like, you're bringing that home. I'm like, okay, I got you. So I bring the cat home. It can barely, it can eat on its own, but it can't drink on its own, which is kind of weird. So I think the reason why is it can't see the water. It looks, because it's clear or whatever, right? But I think I gotta catch up on chat, my bad. I've just been ranting like a madman. So, come to find out of the 4 cats that the mom had, that was the only survivor. And the mom just ran off. And I know the mom's still alive because I seen her already, like twice. So, this week. So I snatched it up, and at least that's the runt of the pack too, which I normally do, like taking the runts. It doesn't need milk. It's drinking water. It just has to be through an eyedropper. But that cat eats so much food. All right, let me catch up on chat before I jump in on this. Actually, you know what? Let me load this stuff in, and then I will do that. I might have to put in another background, because normally when you load in a screen subset like this, what ends up happening is it loses the background for some reason, even though I did not have it in the character transfer that I did. But anyways, whatever. All right, let's catch up on chat. Let's catch up. You're going to do a monologue about Godot's wokeness. Okay. Thankfully, that stuff's starting to die down and people are starting to ignore it better. Okay, cool. I didn't miss a whole lot. Yep. That cat, though, that cat purrs like a mofo. Holy moly. That cat never stops. Oh, still loading in. I got addicted to these, like, I call them bitch drinks. They're the, like, alcohol with, like, fruity flavors and stuff. I don't know why or how, but it somehow occurred to me and happened. I guess I lost my man card. That's okay, because these things are actually pretty fucking delicious. And what? And what? What do you want me? I don't know what. All right, first thing I'm going to do is, like, get rid of all these cameras. Okay, cool. There's only 2. Cool. Here is our character here. Excuse me. Book came with them, which is good because that was the whole point of it. Do a little flipperoonie. Hey, dude, you're facing the wrong way there, buddy. I ain't your buddy, pal. All right, let's move him closer. I think I need to... oh, no. He doesn't need to be at the door. He can be up here towards her. This woman is like the definition of a mess. Look at all this stuff everywhere. You can tell I designed this because, you know, freaking, like, if my wife designed this type of room, all this stuff will be nice, clean, everything will be stacked up, and then if there's a speck of dirt on the floor, she'd be yelling. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So basically the dialogue is, yes, may I help you? And it's like, yes, I was tasked with delivering this book to you. Pretty straightforward, right? So it doesn't need to be too crazy. I kind of want to have the book in view of talking with her. I guess it's just going to be trampling on her belongings down here, but as long as the reader doesn't see it, it's all good, right? So I'm thinking something on the lines of a shot kind of like this, so that you can see the book and you know what he's hinting at while also viewing the focus of the image. Just gotta get a better angle on it. Something like that. This is going to be our shot. I'm going to go ahead and save that as the camera. Now, let's go ahead and look in iRay to make sure if this stuff actually saved or not. I'm neat, but not a neat freak. Yeah, sure. You don't even want to look at my desk. I mean, I lost my eraser, like, when I tried to erase something over there, and I've lost it again already. So that's how neat I am. Okay, so it did actually keep with that. The only thing we have to change is, for some ungodly reason, I don't know why Daz has this like an automatic type thing, and I turn it off like every time I load in, so I don't know why it always brings it back, but this draw ground is, well, worthless. So that's the way I like having all my images and renders, is something on the lines of that. So let's go ahead and get into our camera shot. Camera wise looks pretty good. I do want more light on him, so I'll make like a ghost light and have it shining on this portion of the hand, because I don't like how dark the hand is looking when he's like trying to present this very important book of secrets, which she will later figure out he can only read that title because she can't. She's way too bright. I think I could do something with that as well. I mean, she's not too bright. What I mean is there's no shadows is the better way of saying that. So I'm just gonna take this and I'll just manipulate this candlelight that we already have preset here, right? I'm just gonna manipulate it a little bit. Let's put it like over here and then down. I think that'd be a really awesome spot to have it. I think it will suffice. We will see. So we got this light right here, which is emulating from the sun, basically, right? So I'm just trying to push that out more. Basically, what I'm going to do is just do more manipulation, and I'm just going to move this over here so that it hits his hand more, right? And I want it kind of low because I don't want to hitting her very much. So hopefully the desk kind of blocks it out a little bit. We'll see how much lighting difference that actually, occurs, but meh, right? Just like kind of go with the flow here. This one is pineapple, by the way. Heads up, I hate pineapple, but that stuff is good. See how bright it is now? Yeah, that's what I figured would happen. So I'll have to bring it way back. It didn't look bad on his hand. It just looked too bright for the scenery, right? And then also that little extra that hit her was just terrible. Let's bring it back to right around here. Let's try right about there. I want to go on iRay, please. Okay, thanks. I really need to start streaming more on dev work, because it just, I don't know. I feel like I can do two things at once, I know sometimes it doesn't align with like time frames and that kind of stuff, though. That's the only downfall. This is looking a little bit better. It's looking a little bit better. The only downfall I have to this is the lighting on her. There's no shadow. What happens if I just turn that light off for this image? Will it make a difference? I mean, of course it's going to make a difference, but how much of a difference? I like to have a shine on the focus object. Always. Always. You want the focus object to always look beautiful, regardless of what it is. It could be a candle. You want that candle to look fucking beautiful. You see how dull she looks now? Not a fan. So, we definitely need that light. What we're going to do with the light is still yet to be seen. Guess I could bring it outward like this. How much on the surface is it? Well, that's fucking wide. It's 500 damn watts. Let's bring it in and bring this down. We'll knock it down to like 225 and see how that looks. Hey, appreciate the follow there, Mad DNA. That your name kind of scares me. Why is your DNA so mad? You should be like a happy DNA, dude. I'm just fucking with you. I find username creation awesome and amazing. That's just how I don't know. I don't know why, but yeah, I tend to always like think about how someone came up with their name. Because it's not like you just pulled it out your ass, you know what I'm saying? There's, you know, the only thing I don't like about this image is there is no glow, but I'm seeing some weird stuff going on. You see these like spots? That means there's some lumen somewhere. I'm not using straight ghost light. So what is causing that? Maybe that's why stuff is being a little wonky. So let me look at right there. That's why. Get out of here. Now maybe I can jack that ghost light back up and make it look all prettiness and stuff. Da-da-da-da. Nah. You see all the stuff that's gone now? Like, there's a little bit right here, but that's because it's dark on that side. That's fine. That's cool. We don't got to worry about any of that stuff, right? So, not to mention, he's going to be kind of DOF'd out anyways. The problem is the lighting on her is okay right now. It's okay, but there's no glow. There's no capture. There's no... there's just no awesomeness going along with it. So that's what I'm trying to do right now, is get that like that really good pretty glow going on. And maybe that's why I had this at such high of a luminance, to have that glow. And I could also, you know, I don't have to just mess with this light either. I can mess with other lights. So like clearly she's getting this side of her face lit up. Now, based on this side should not be getting hit with a hell of a lot of light. I will move this over here. But what we can do is look for other sources where light might be coming from. Like maybe this. So let's see if there's lumen on this. I don't think there is. No, it's at 0. But what we can do is we can take this, because it's at 1500. What happens if we just like plop that down to, let's say 500, and make that more dull, and then get a shadow on this side, because we know that the lighting is coming from the window over here. It's all about manipulating the lighting and perspective of the way that you know, view an image, right? So there's way, okay, she is getting a little dull over here, which is fine, but we need to counter it with light from this side, right? This side is just slightly lighter. We want that glow though, and apparently I'm having a rough time getting that glow. Normally I don't have to fight this hard. There we go. Now I can see it and really see the difference. This side's nice and bright. This side's a lot duller. Soft lighting, contrast of lighting makes images beautiful. And that's what we're shooting for. Beautiful images. So let's go ahead and do the same old basic stuff we always do. Make her the focus target, DOF. I'll have to change her expression. I'm just going to do that last. Oh, I'm already in texture mode, you dumbass. Ray, please. Okay, thanks. Ray, get to work. Now, I don't know how many of y'all practice and experiment with Daz, but whew, they just did an update not too long ago. I suggest y'all not picking up because I've had a couple errors, by the way. But if you don't use Daz, but you really like 3D stuff, it is a good program to dabble with. Too much DOF, as you can tell, so we're gonna jack this up. Let's start out with like 11 1/3. Why did I pick 11 1/3? It just sounded good. It just sounded cool. That's the only reason. A little too much still, so we'll go ahead. Let's try 12 now. I want to be able to at least read the book or almost make out what that book is saying, and it looks to be right around there. So I think I'm A-okay with this. I think it's going to be just fine. All right, cool. Next step has been accomplished. Boop. All right, do that. Now we need to get a good little expression going on her face. So, as I said, she is saying, yes, may I help you? So it maybe should go with some sort of expression that's kind of like, hello? Or like confused or thinking, questioning. I don't know if I have. I know I got explaining. That's the one. I was trying to think which one is a good one for that. And I don't know why explaining makes her look confused, but I just feel like that right there is a good facial expression for what we're trying to accomplish with dialogue. So there we go. We are done. We can file, save, and we need to put this in this folder, Book of Secrets. This is going to be number 11. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm just over here on the side. I'm going to go ahead and code. I'm not coding anything fancy. Just simple stuff like scene. Book of Secrets 11. Which I think I need. Yeah, I already have an error. So I need to go and change all of those. And then just adding in a little bit of like slow fade to it. So it doesn't just pop to, you know, whatever. Always leave it with some dissolve. An H punch, a V punch. Some sort of stuff to make it easy in the eyes. Rather than just plopping a damn scene up there. I gotta see if there's a Blender add-on or something that works kind of like Daz. Well, it depends on what you're trying to go for, I'm sure. Do you have something in mind, like what kind of add-on that's like Daz that you want it to be like? Or do you just want it to like function like button-wise? I mean, there probably is. For my purposes, in-game screenshots work pretty well though. Oh, you just do screenshots? Isn't that how like Honey Select works or some stuff? I know people make games through that with screenshots through Honey Select or something like that. That's cray. All right, so the next dialogue is going to be of her saying, "Oh, right, here, bring it to me." And I think I'm going to change that over because I don't like how descriptive enough it is, right? So, oh, right. Here, hand it over. That sounds better. Rather than saying bring, hand is more of a descriptive word because we're not actually referring to hand. We're referring to transfer of object, right? So it's a little bit more descriptive, which I suck at. My game's 3D, not VN, so posting screenshots of what it actually looks like is fine. Oh, yeah. I mean, I understand that. I was just wondering, you actually use screenshots or not? Because I'm pretty sure you could possibly get away with the sky, have it screenshot, turn it into an HDRI, and then use that screen rather than using, you know, some kind of like expensive asset. Pretty sure that is possible in like Unreal Engine, at least when I used it. All right, so it is done saving. I'm going to go ahead, because there's only 2 models in this, so I'm not worried about minimizing anything. I'm going to go ahead and just add this to the render queue as well. My render queue is looking absolute pathetic. I need to get a lot more renders in this beach, because this beach likes to work. All right, so how do I want to? Maybe I want to do an image of like this. Maybe upward shot, her arm reaching out. No, because the next image is going to be her casting on the book. So I think her hand being out like this would be better. So let's do, yeah, I think that would be much better, because I'm really giving a lot more thought into being more visual rather than the same old, same old. I mentioned that last time too. I get into this motion, I guess is what you say, or rhythm, and it can really dull out a lot of stuff. It dulls me out because it's the same old, and I'm pretty sure if I'm feeling that, the reader could possibly also be feeling that, right? So trying to spice it up. I'm just gonna bring her arm out. Okay, yeah, not like that though. Sometimes that happens. Let's go ahead and twist this like this. Take the shoulder. Like that. Front to back. Bring it out. I don't know why Daz can't just do what I want it to do. When I say, like, pull the hand out. You seen how it was like, bleh, rather than like, why didn't you just do what I just manually did? It just makes no sense to me. But for high quality renders, Vanilla Blender can do it, but you gotta set it up. You gotta set up a ton of shite. Daz is more focused on posing and rendering. Of course, Daz also has all the models and asset store. Correct. Yeah, ain't wrong. I want to change this hand pose as well, because that hand pose looks pretty daggum ugly. So let's go ahead and go into the region partial. The downfall with Daz is the render time too. I'm pretty sure Blender render time is going to be a lot less because it's not using iRay. Could be wrong, because like I said, I don't fuck with Blender. I can't stand that program. Nothing against it, besides that I just don't freaking like it. But I'm not trying to create anything either, right? It's like I'm not making the assets, so I get a pass. I can hate it. Thought about it. Like I tried to make a few things in Blender. I made the famous donut. Ooh, that everyone and their brother has done a tutorial for. Yes, I've done the fucking donut, okay? And guess what? Still don't like the program. And then I tried to do Marvelous Designer, which I did okay at Marvelous Designer. You know, I was making some pretty good stuff, especially with Chris's help, and because he uses Marvelous Designer a lot. And you know, I just felt like I wasted so much time just to make one little item and that kind of stuff. I'd rather just put together a story that a 3-year-old can read, basically, because that's about what my vocabulary is capable of. So I'm like, nah, I just do that, you know, because I enjoy it. And if I'm already wasting time and spending money, I need to at least enjoy it, right? All right, so this is a pretty good little hand gesture, whatever. I'm trying to think of the best way to get this image. Right, hand it over. I just feel like that doesn't look right. Let's bend it. Should I go in more? Like this? Or should I try to do like a shot something like this? No, I don't want that. try and get the face and the hand in at the same time. Now, mind you, the dialogue is going to be coming right across here. So the text is going to be right here. So I don't feel like that's a really good choice, although that is a good image. But they're like, oh, hand in the face. There's a hand in my face. So I don't know. That could work. I could bring this down. The text is be like roughly right around here. And I could put the focus on the hand. Look at me being smart. Who thought I had like 3 brain cells? That's great. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to delete the old camera. We're going to put in this camera. We're going to put the focus on just the hand. Just the hand. Just the tip. And then we're going to jack up this because it's really close. I'm thinking like 15. And let's take a look to see what it looks like. And I might not have to change the expression because it should be DOF'd, but we'll see. We shall see. Come on, iRay. Kick it into gear already. Great idea, bad image. I'm seeing other problems. This candle is being one of them. That's what's creating all this little stupid stuff as well. So we got to take care of that. I'm going to have to bring the light lower so that this hand doesn't look orange, basically. Easy fixes, but nonetheless, fixes to be made. So this light right here, for some reason, has lumen. So let's go ahead and go into the surfaces and take a look at that. Goodbye, 100,000 lumen. My render just got quicker. All right, now let's take this light source. I don't know if I can bring it down here. I think it's going to be way too bright. And then I feel like her face might be too dark. But we'll go ahead and take a look anyways. And see what kind of new problem with lighting that I've just decided to put upon myself, right? Side note, I got more good news. Going back to that Saturday thing, how Saturday is always the best day. Saturday is normally pizza day here. And guess what? It's going to be pizza day today. So we're getting some... I was debating between like Pizza Hut or Hungry Howie's, which is, you know, both like a heart attack waiting to happen. But I think we're going to go with some Hungry Howie's just so that we can have it delivered. And that, well, shit, I can be fucking lazy. Sounds good. I love that. But that's just me personally. I think Pizza Hut tastes better. Probably not a popular opinion whatsoever, but that is my case. I do enjoy a very good pizza from Pizza Hut. But when you have 35 kids like I do, Little Caesars is actually better for you because them little shits just keep on eating, let me tell you. So, but we're going to treat ourselves because, well, we're not going to be able to eat pizza too much longer anyway. So, well, not, I mean, we'll be able to eat pizza, just not going out to eat kind of pizza. So, why is his hand still fucking orange, dude? I can't flip and figure out why. Is it because of this light? I might have to duplicate this light and bring it down. See, now she looks like that. This also looks lighter. All right, so we're going to have to do something about this because I want this image. I want this image, and I'm stubborn, and I will fight and punch and wrestle with this image until I make it and get it to what I want it to be. So this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. Never, 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 never try and tell Sage what he can and cannot do. You stupid, stupid render. So, I am going to outsmart you because I know you, because I work with you every day. Where you at? We're going to bring a ghost light and put it underneath her hand. Now, we're going to have to really crank this stuff down. We're going to put this like, and it's going to be really hard because you might be able to see it clip. Let me move this real quick. No, you won't. Even better. I already solved my problem. That's awesome. I'll just move this out like this, just like I had it before, roughly. I don't even have to do anything to this light. I don't, because how the image is, all I'm doing is trying to light up her hand, which this is what it's going to do. And then the next image, I can just delete it. Boom. Simple, easy, awesome. So let's go ahead and start fooling with this stuff. White light, yes, absolutely. I don't want it at 9,000 in temperature. I want it more white. Although maybe that would counteract that a little bit, because 6,000 might make it dull. Let's actually take it back to 9,000. Let's see what we come up with. And then I'm thinking like maybe just like a 250 might be enough. It just might be enough. So there we go. Iray, and see what the fuck happens, right? Damn, this stuff is good. I like coming up with odd... See, it's still not enough. Now, you know what the problem is? I might be getting light on her face. I can definitely see the blue tint. So let's test this. Let's test this theory, right? Let's change this to 6,000. Yeah, I think the blue makes it look better. So I'm going to keep with the blue. I'm actually going to increase it to the max, which is 10,000. The problem is this same light is getting on her face. So let's hide this and you'll see it. See how much dull her face is? It's not dull, but it's definitely not as bright as this. So now that is our next problem. Increasing light to this still without hitting the face. So I'm thinking... I could try to clip it like this. And then do a slight turn. Like so. That light might not hit her face now. And I can also increase the lumen. So let's go and set that to 400 now. And see if we can't do that. Now, granted, if I was using actual lumen, I could just do a point light right underneath and, you know, the whole thing would be done. But unfortunately, when I use point lights, when I use spotlights, my render times end up being really high. So I try to do everything possible that I can to keep it in ghost lights because they're soft lighting, not any harsh lighting, and it renders a lot quicker. So it's looking a little better. Her face is also looking a little better. That sounded wrong. I guess she put on some makeup. Who knows? Anyways, let's see if I crank this up to another 600, how it's going to look. Okay, it is still hitting her face. So we still got that problem going on. I didn't see it as much at 400. But regardless, it is still freaking there. All right, let's see. Dang, man. I might have to go with the point light. Even though I did not want to. I don't see how that thing is even hitting her face still. I mean, if it's hitting her face, then maybe I can just like pull it even more. And go with something like that. Oh, but I got that tilt in the ghost light, so shoot. Well, hopefully it's still good. We'll see. I've never struggled so hard to get these perfect images before in my life. Normally I'm just like do. Hold on, let me turn on my light. So that I can... That actually don't look bad, to be fair. That's actually not bad. The light was throwing me off a little bit. It is a little dull, but it's not bad. I mean, if you have your hand, right, and you're sitting like this, it's going to be darker on that side because the light is coming from the sun or a light source, that sort of number. So it makes sense. I might even lower it a little bit more. Let's see how her face looks with this. You can definitely tell the difference in her face still. And that's what bothers me more than the actual hand. How is this still hitting her face? Look at where this ghost light is. Should not be hitting her face. I'll try and... God dang it. I'll try and move it a little bit more and see what I can come up with, though. But holy freaking moly. Here's Philemon for you. Felt like I was just in a horror scene with that Philemon. That's why you never view your stuff in Philemon. Although it is a quick... It can be a quick go-to to see how it's going to look in Iray. Because there are some certain things that are alike in it. But overall, I never use that. I'll use cartoon every once in a while. I'll use, okay, this is better. It's not, I don't think it, I think it's still hitting her face. I think it's still hitting her face. It's most definitely still hitting her face. Well, son of a bitch, man. It is being very difficult today, ain't it? Maybe I'll give it a little bit more of a tilt. Because I'm right there. The hand's okay. I just don't want it hitting her daggum face. Dang it. I don't want the model to look ugly. There we go. Let's try it. Anyways, so as I was saying, I use texture shaded the most, which is what we were just in. I will use Iray, which is what we're doing right now, to see how my render is going to look once it's, rendered out. I'll use cartoon if something's invisible. Cartoon is a good way to see it. And this is, yep, this is the image. This is the image. A little bit of light is still hitting the face. Not as much. I'm going with it. This is the damn image I'm going to go with. The lighting could be a little bit better on the hand. It is what it is. But anyways, I'm going to go into cartoon mode to show you. So if you have something invisible, sometimes cartoon mode will make it show up. So I use cartoon mode occasionally as well. Let's go back into texture mode and we are going to file, save this as number 12. Finally finished a second image. That puts me up to a whopping, how many images have I posed today? See, 10, 11, because I did 11 before stream, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I got like 17 images I did today. That's not a bad day. That's not a bad day at all. And I'm still counting, because it's only like 1 o'clock. Man, I love having days off. I can actually get some work done, right? Go ahead and put this in dissolve. And all I'm doing is I'm just coding some stuff here. Like, that's the name of the image that's going to be going in there and stuff. So I don't have to do it later. That's basically it. And I also have to go back because I do have... Did I already do it? I already did it. Okay, cool. My scatterbrain fucking pulled one out of the fucking hat on that one. Cool. All right, so now we're going to do some casting. We're going to do some magic game. Finally doing magic stuff. Love it. As soon as it's done, save. fucking coding. Yeah, I know. I feel you, dude. All right, delete this bitch ass. Boop. Goodbye. We need the book to be on her desk now. So we will go ahead and unparent this. And then let's go ahead and change that out. I'm just flattening out this book so that I can cast a spell on it. Cast a spell on you. Old song, by the way. God, I'm getting old. Makes me want to watch Hocus Pocus again. Like, I grew up on that shit when I was a kid. Alright, that looks level. We just got to pull it out. Giggity! That was a good one, Sage. Anyways. I don't even have to really do any different pose still. I can just twist her arm around. Twist her forearm around like that. Boom. She's casting magic. Funny how that works. Now we will pull this back. Pull this up. Like so. Let's see what kind of magic we have. There are, I got one actually written down here, arcane. I don't know why they didn't say magic or whatever, but, this thing has a lot of little good, little magic things. I'm thinking about trying to do this. I'll just have to make it really small. I'm talking about really small because this takes up a freaking area. Turn my light back on. If I don't use that one, I mean, I could use this, but I think I've used that pretty recently. Need more magic content. Could use smoke or something too. I do got a smoke one. Where's the smoke one at? This one? With tingles? That's what I call little things. I call them little tingles. So I could use one of these for a type of magic. I think I will. Let's do it. So let's go ahead. I actually do like this kind of shot right here. So let's get our camera angle. And I do think I like it better from this direction. Not that. More along the lines of this. Yeah. I think this is going to be the camera shot. Delete the whole camera. Got to fix her hand here because it does not need to be clipping in the image. There we go. That'll work. Now let's get our magic. Where you at, little magic? And this is one of those things I was talking about. Like, I don't know if cartoon will work for this, but this is one of those things I was talking about where you can see invisible stuff sometimes. And we can test that theory out. It might not work. It don't look like it's going to work. But there are some that does work with cartoon mode, and you can actually see it like plain as day. But we need this over here. And we need to get an idea of where this smoke is at. So let's go ahead and get like a really far back look and see what becomes of it. Because even though the square is right there, it's probably going to be way above it. Yeah, see, you can see the sprinkles right already. So it's already, it has to go down and get smaller. And yeah, that sounded wrong too. But yeah, I really wish some of the magic stuff would, oh God, that needs to get way smaller. Let's do like 50% scaling. Okay, let's do like 25% scaling. Now let's try and move it around a little bit. I'll move it down a little bit. Let's get in our camera to see what we're actually looking at. Gonna move it back a little bit. I'm not enjoying this. I'm not liking this. I feel like it's not enough magic. Plus the lighting on this in this way is really bad. So I'll have to like shift some lighting over to this side. I mean, I guess it doesn't look too bad, but you know what I'm gonna do? Let's try this. I don't think there's enough blue. Let's take the container. Density multiplier. Let's put it up to 60. Yeah, I feel like that is really starting to hit home. Yeah, that's definitely hitting home. Now that I can deal with. That I can deal with. Do we also have the deep articles? We do. What's going on with deep articles? Can't really do too much with that. Can I? No, I can't change the scaling of just that, can I? What if? Maybe I can. Don't look bad at all. Made them bigger too. Yep. That's gonna work. Now we just got to get the lighting because I don't like the light that's hitting the hand in the chest. Giggity. Woo. La la. So what we'll do is just gonna shift it a little bit. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. I'm breaking rules. Always breaking rules. I'm a rebel. Oh yeah, rock on. Where are we going? Man, I'm feeling that cigarette now. Damn, almost 2 hours. Actually, oh, you're trying to do boobies. You're trying to do the booby trick, eh? Mm-hmm. I see what you're doing there. Uh-huh. All right, so let's take a look at this. First thing I notice is what the fuck is wrong with her hand? That seems to be the first problem I see. So we'll let this render out. And I got to figure out what I can do with this hand. I'm going to put another light. Because that hand looks hideous. She looks like a burn victim. Hey, don't mind my decaying hand. Like, whatsoever. It's okay. It's a magic world. I'll make it grow back. And that's just ugly. So, you know what I could do? Did I delete it? I deleted it, didn't I? I fucking deleted it. Of course I did. Of course I did. Because I said I wouldn't need to use it again. So, yeah, it makes sense. God. Why do I do this to myself, man? All right. Here we go again. Goes like. Put me through misery. It's like, why do I subject myself to such torment and pain? It's like I'm a masochist. I enjoy it. I enjoy every second of my pain. It brings others pleasure, apparently. Grr. As a head note, I am not a masochist. It is a frame of reference. I do not enjoy that shit. In fact, kind of scares me a little bit. So let's go ahead and change lumen. Wattage. Let's start at 400. Who the fuck is messaging me? 10,000. And let's take a look. I did that, and someone said, no, you gotta use the Y if they're big, but the Daz models aren't that big. Well, apparently you haven't been looking at too many of my fucking models. My wife's always bitching at me. You're like, give her bigger boobs or what? I'm like, they ain't that big. Okay, so that lighting did absolutely fucking nothing. Ain't that wonderful? I love it when shit don't work. This makes everything even better. Now the question is, why isn't the shit working? Because the shit should be working. Just point it up. It's at 400 watts. That shit should be lit up like a Christmas tree. Let me move it out a little bit. And then I guess I'll just, let's try 700. It was like straight up dark. How's it dark with that much lumen? All right, gotta get started on my stream. Gotta make a thumbnail and cringe tweets. Oh, I love the cringe tweets. It's like, come watch me. Never know what I might do. My wife approves of me drawing big boobies. Oh, there's a plus. I don't know why this is not working. Perhaps it's because it's inside the volume. There's another way I might be able to pull this off though too. Hold on. Why didn't I think of this first? Let's go ahead and take this because these particles have lumen as well, right? They do have lumen. What about the container? The container does not have lumen. What happens if we jack this up to 45,000 lumen? Will it light up her hand as well? No, it does not. Well, figglesticks. I could try another tactic. And it's more on the line of playing with perception than anything. Ah, that's why. That shouldn't be here. That needs to be back here. So let's mess with perception a little bit. Oh, for 4. Hey, no problem. I'm just sorry I don't put out any more videos on YouTube, really. I just do a live stream. Luckily, because of a restream program, or I wouldn't even be doing that. I gave up on that platform, sadly. There we go. We fixed it. It's looking better already. So all I did was turn her hand a little bit so more light could hit it from the ghost light, and then move this out a little bit so maybe it could get out. Now it still looks like ass, but it's making improvements at least. Just not sure what else I can do for the poor little feller. It's already twisted out. God dang it, I will figure it out. Oh my God, I'm dying right now. Oh, so we had a hurricane come by. I didn't know if anyone knew that. So, hurricane came by. And, decided to say hi, pop in, hang out a little bit, right? So, I got off of work because, unfortunately, people that work, like me, they don't get no days off. So, hurricane day, yeah, Sage worked. Day after hurricane, yeah, Sage worked. So I'm sitting here, I'm working. And finally get home. I'm like, man, why is it, the fuck is wrong with this thing, man? Now it's darker. So I'm sitting here like, well, I know the electricity's going to go out. So, you know, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I said, well, I better make sure I have enough cigarettes. So I started rolling cigarettes. And this was Thursday, so it's been 2 days, right? Here's one thing of cigarettes. Here's the other thing of cigarettes. I must have rolled at least like 300 or more freaking cigarettes. So I should be good for like 2 days. All right, what can I do with this crap? And guess what? Here's the kicker. I forgot to tell you the punchline. The power never went out. I sat there and I rolled cigarettes for like 5 fucking hours. I mean, granted, I was still rendering because I had so many images and stuff. So I'm like, I'll just render out images. And you know what? I'm about sick of fighting with this damn thing. I'm going to try and break another rule here. I'm going to try and put this point light down there because we are using magic, right? So perhaps this won't look retarded. But we're going to find out. We're going to have to jack this lumen up a lot too, right? It's not going to be like no little amount like I got right now, which is like 1500, I think. I honestly think the reason why I'm seeing the darkness is because when you make a VDB or a VBD or whatever the fuck it's called, it's smoke and it's in a volume, it's in a square. So not a lot of light, you know, passing through it and you know, that kind of number, right? So I'm literally throwing this point light in here just to light up this palm, which looks ugly AF. It looks straight up like ass. All right, 15,000. Unfortunately, we're going to get the sparklies now, which I'm not a fan of the sparklies. But you know what? Sometimes you just got to deal with it. It is what it is, right? And because we have the sparklies from the particles here, I think it might even blend in and look halfway decent. And that was actually kind of what I was going for. Let's try like 40,000. Not 4,000. You need to learn how to count, dude. I said 40,000. Jeez. Definitely know I got a public education. It does take off a little bit of this, but this is definitely dealing with the voltmetric. So I think what I'm going to have to do is literally, and that's not even doing that much as it renders out. I'm going to have to do something on the lines of getting that voltmetric completely out of the fucking way. That's it. It looks like to be the only way I can do this. So let's go ahead and take, who knows? Let's get rid of the point light, hide the point light. This render is just going to fight with me all fucking day, it looks like. I've been having a hell of a case of problems with renders today, haven't I? All right, so let's get this container. I wish I could actually see the fucking container. That'd be nice. I'm just gonna move it. You see that square? You see this line right here? That's one of them. Here's the other one. And that's what I'm referring to. Like, it's like in a box, and I think that might be what's fucking with it. I'm running out again. So I took that box and I brung it back. I'm seeing if I still have the fuzz stuff. Now the fuzz is gone. So there's no fuzz whatsoever. You know what? I wonder if it'll be better if I put a light like right here to shine underneath and above. Because this doesn't look too bad. without the fuzz, but with the fuzz, it looks horrendous. I don't know what I can do, man. It's one of those enigmas today. This is definitely an enigma day. So much BS. Let's try this. I don't think it's going to work out the way I want it to, but fuck it. And I need to get me another drink, so I'll be LOL right back. There's a fan in my way. Yeah, I didn't think it'd work. The hand is still completely dark, but you can see the amount of lighting that it's protruding right here. It just looks complete ass. I don't know what I can do, man. Not unless I put that point light right up to her fucking hand. Right? That could be maybe one way, just to light up the hand like she's casting something. Oh my god, dude. Come on. Texture mode. It's not fucking hard. Citrus this time. Also, did I not see any fuzz that time either? Alright. Try this again. See if I can't get this thing to look halfway decent. Try that. Where did my other light go? Which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah, that's the one. Oh, I need to get the volume over as well, because I did not see that container whatsoever, so I need to move it over some more, I guess. Because it'd be completely pointless without the blue stuff, right? Please work. I don't ask for much. I just want perfect and beautiful images. That's all I ask for. I literally have this point light all the way in her hand. And I still cannot get lighting on that hand. You're starting to see the sparkles come in. It's not going to be enough. It just looks ugly. They're going to make me do a different image. Fine then. When you can't beat them, join them. Get rid of that. Hide this for a second. Turn this. Move this over. New camera. Turn on light. Get into the new camera. Put this as the dedicated thing. I tried, but I cannot have any ugly pictures. I will throw them out before I put them in. So if you, like I said, if you can't beat them, join them. So I'm putting together this ugly ass image. So image wise, I probably should have got a little bit closer. Probably need to get a little bit closer. Probably will get a little closer. I just want to see how the lighting's going to look. Could be better, could be worse. Think that's okay? Let's go with that. Might even get the hair in it. Something like this. This might be better. Oh my god, I gotta pee like something fierce, man. Oh my god. All I want to do is go to the bathroom. But I gotta earn that piss. So, let's go ahead and delete these old cameras. Because I don't like this camera either. So we're gonna try this camera. What is a camera shortcome plugin name I just used? Shoot, that's a good question. Let me find it. Oh my god, we're back to the fucking shitty images. You know what? I think it's gonna be about that time, I think. I know it's some kind of plugin though. Let's go with Tool. Is it Tool? It's not that. It's not that. I'm not sure who made these. I thought it might have been Code 66, but it's definitely not. Oh, I think I know who it is. Oh god, what's his name? What's his name? It's right on the tip of my tongue. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Hold on, let me it's gonna drive me crazy until I figure it out. So let me what is a tool? Like, why can't I just, like, mouse over this stuff? I thought camera would have done it, but I guess not. Maybe if I go into files and look it up. This would be like cameras for every little fucking thing, so I'll be able to find it. I guess not. This looks similar. Might be this. Mike. Okay, let's look up Mike. Alright, let's try scripts. I think it's Mike's. That's what I think it is. Give me a second. Still searching. Here it is. Yeah, Mike made it. I don't know where it's at. Mike D made it. And I got this triple package. I don't use the tone mapping one, but I do use this one. And that's basically the one that I've been using is right here. But you get all three of these right now for $15.75, but if you're a member or whatever, then it's probably be like way cheaper, probably like freaking like $7 today or some shit like that. So yeah, this is what I use. It's super cool. It's called Focus Suite, I guess, is the one that I mainly use. But yeah, that's what it is. God, that was driving me up a wall. I couldn't figure out where it was at. I still don't know where it's at in my damn system. That when we had this rendering, it actually did not look too bad. I'm not sure why it was still a little dark, but it still did not look too bad. So what I think I'm gonna do is bring this up, bring this here. I'll take a final look, let it render out a little bit, but yeah, I think I'm done fighting it. Now I'm at the point where I'm just gonna roll over. Gonna be no glow on that hand this time. The DOF is really horrendous as well. So let's go ahead and increase that as well. I just don't like how dark that fucking hand is. It's driving me up a wall. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Why is it like that? I'll just keep fucking with it, I guess. Bring you out like that. Oh, well, that's why. That's why. That's why. Oh, my Lord. Of course it is. It's like, why does it look so dark? Well, you know, when it's inside the light, that tends to happen. Dear God. That's like straight up noob shit that I just pulled. I mean, it's still going to be dark, but it won't be as dark. Yeah. I'm going to let this render out a second and see what I have to work with, I guess. It's starting to light up a little bit. I might be able to, you know, live with this result. It's okay. The darkness is out, only at the fingertips. Which actually does give it a little bit of character. Need to increase this a little bit more. Probably 13. I think that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just call it right there. And then save this as number 13. Gonna go ahead and code that in as well. Number 18 for the day, which works for me. Boom. And that is going to be it for me for today. I am tired. I need to smoke. It's been 2 hours since I had a smoke break, and I like to smoke every 5 minutes. So, yeah, I definitely need one of those. So, if you enjoyed, you know what to do. Hit that like, hit that follow, hit the subscribe, depending on what platform you're on, yada, yada, blah, blah. Same old bullshit that every other YouTuber and every other streamer always says. So, I will catch you guys whenever I freaking catch you. Maybe I don't know, maybe I'll stream tomorrow. Might stream tomorrow. Because if I do, it's going to be starting around this time because of the schedule that I have for tomorrow. But maybe I'll do some more for tomorrow, I think. I'll probably hitting on this scene. This scene right here, I can already tell because we've been struggling with it. I've been struggling with it. Y'all haven't. Y'all been yelling at me because y'all know exactly what to do because y'all are better Daz people than me. But anyways, I will catch you guys again hopefully tomorrow. And with that, I'm out.